Everyone, what's going on? It's Chris Flowers. Here's the deal. Here with the officially sworn in mayor of Avondale, my buddy, Mr. Mike Pineda. Congratulations again, sir.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Thank you for
man.
being here tonight and celebrating with us.
Absolutely. Now, he's already been city council for years. He's been vice mayor. He's been acting mayor. But now it's official. He is El Jefe. He's sworn in. He's the man. Good to go. We got the city council going now. Like I said, we know Ken Weiss did a fantastic job. We already know that. And we know you're probably some things, of course, you're probably just going to serve on, but of course now you're going to come in and implement some of your ideas and move it in your, with your vision and things like that. I mean, obviously he did a great job, but you have your own ideas and your own visions, being a business owner and things like that. So maybe just express a couple of things real quick that you're going to be working on getting implemented, within your first term.
Well, like you said, Chris, Mayor Weiss left us in a great spot.
Right.
We as a council, alongside Mayor Weiss, brought a lot of great things to fruition. The development and the building of our new aquatic center, the building of our new detention center, the new fire station coming down on Western, and the rehabilitation of our Mountain View Recreation Center. So there's a lot of things that we did leading up to this moment. But as you mentioned, there's other things down the pike that I know that I would like to make sure come to fruition. Because if there's anything I learned over the process of campaigning, it was listening to the voters, the residents. And, many of them are looking for opportunities, not just opportunities that we currently provide, but those that we don't, such as grocery stores, retail opportunities, more programming, more connectivity when it comes to our trail system. And all of those things is what the council is moving forward with. With my new vision, I really see a lot of new economic development opportunities. We recently got a new economic development director, Jen Stein, from the city of Peoria. Yeah. She is. She has her vision. We have ours. I have mine. And so together with that, I think our residents are really going to benefit. We have the heart, which I believe is the corridor of Avondale Boulevard. There is somewhat of a blank canvas out there that Jen and the economic development team, and I know for sure me, are really working to put the final touches on, bringing more restaurants, bringing more entertainment. And one of the other things that's not really talked about often, but I will tell you is high on the priority list is workforce. Making sure that employers are finding Avondale as a community to develop and to invest in, so that our residents not only will benefit from staying here when it comes to entertainment and programming and things of that nature, but more importantly, staying here to work. Right. So we want to keep them here. We want them to literally live, to work, and to play. And in order to do that, we need jobs, we need retail, and we need grocery stores and other things. And that is what this current council, including myself, are working to bring to Avondale.
So I'm sure you're working with like Senator Hoffman over at Westmark and things like that, and Southwest Chamber as well. Amapola and those guys. I know you work very closely with them as well.
I do.
So I know one of the concerns you addressed it at the West Valley Commercial Real Estate meeting, but some people have some concerns about, it seems like there's a lot of apartments going up, but you address this thing. So maybe you can one more time, maybe address for people that hadn't heard, some of those speeches that you gave, how you're really only at about 20%. It looks like a lot, but it's really not.
Well, there's no real magic number, but the number that's consistently discussed is 20%, that municipalities should have about a 20% inventory or a product of multifamily. And for many, many years, Avondale was at about 10 to maybe even 11%. Well, we wanted to provide options. Not, single family homes aren't the fit for everyone. Right. So having some product of multifamily was important. So during COVID, we decided that we were going to allow developers to come and bring some of their multifamily product here to the city. But we did it all at one time. And because COVID, things were shut down, we were all at home, and we all decided to come back after everything. The lockdowns were over, and all of a sudden all these multifamily projects were coming out of the ground. So it looked like we were being inundated with a ton of multifamily. But in all reality, we are still below the 20% threshold. And so while there is a place for that product, I will share that the council, including myself, have really kind of put the brakes, so to speak, on more multifamily. We believe we have enough at this moment in time that is sufficient. And so we don't want to inundate our services. After all, it does cost money to have residents move into the valley, public services, waste, and other things. And so at this moment in time, we've pumped the brakes on that. Doesn't mean that more projects won't come to us in the future, and it doesn't mean that we may not even allow another project to come in the future. But for right now, we believe we have enough of that product here. Another thing that most residents may not be aware of is that in order to get the development that we're looking for, we need rooftops. Sure. And rooftops come in many forms. Multifamily is one. So when a resident says, why do we not have a grocery store? One of the responses is, and literally is that, well, because if you look at a feasibility or marketing study, there's not enough of rooftops in the area to support it. And so by the amount of multifamily we have now, especially along the Avondale Boulevard corridor, I believe that's enough and is sufficient to bring many of these options to the city. So I think we're there. I think we're ready. I think we can meet the demand. I believe those looking to develop in Avondale will have the market that will adapt and will demand those services. So I think we're positioned well at this moment in time.
Okay. I don't want to take up too much more of your time because it's just swearing in and just had a city council meeting, things like that. So maybe there's maybe one thing, on your plate that you're looking to get moving on within those, like I said, within those first 100 days that maybe the people, aren't quite aware of right now. That's something that's one of your, like I said, pet projects.
Again, grocery stores, retail, sit-down restaurants. At this moment in time, that if you wanted to find a breakfast place, there's a handful, but there's not as many as you would think, especially when we look at different price points. So one of the things in terms of retail is to bring those amenities here. Sit-down restaurants, a place where you can go and listen to music, have a meal, a grocery store that's going to support more than just two ends of the city, so that residents who live in certain areas right now that have to maybe go to another city or other places, because some of our grocery stores are so tapped out from the demand that their shelves are often empty. Right. So grocery stores. So within the first 100 days is just really sitting down with economic development and saying, here's what we need. Where are we in the planning? How do we incentivize potentially these businesses to come to town? And let's be aggressive. Okay. And that's the message.
Outstanding. Okay, so those of you who haven't seen the interview already with Mike, that he's been on the show before, he does have a background. He is a business owner. He's been with city council, things like that. He and I worked together when he was with SBDC to help businesses get going and get growing, and then also. He's a professor at Estrella Mountain Community College teaching business classes as well. So he has the acumen, he has a background, he's walked the walk, and now, he's talking, he's walking everything he says he's going to, been talking. So I just want to congratulate you once again, my friend.
Chris, thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. I see you out there hustling. I've known Chris for a long time again. As you mentioned, great guy, and helped me get some small businesses funded, and you just continue to be out there doing what you're doing, and I wish you much success, and anytime you want to have me back on, or if there's anything I can share, maybe some new updates that are coming in the city, just let me know.
Always welcome.
I'm sure those that are watching your service, some of them may live in Avondale and might want to get an inside scoop, so I'd be happy to provide it.
Absolutely. Anytime, my brother.
Awesome. All right.
Thanks,
Good to see you, Chris.
All right, bro.
All righty. Have a good one, everybody.